Bam, here we go. Welcome everybody. Devonius Domain Toy Review. Today we're going to be taking a look at BANDAI SH Figuarts A-Type Ultraman. I'm very excited to be doing this review of this figure. I had this figure a long time ago, like maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. And it basically had a faulty wrist joint and it couldn't it could be posed and stuff, but I didn't like that. I really couldn't switch out his hands a whole lot, so I sold him, and by that point it was really hard to get another one of these, but this was a reissue luckily, and I was able to get him a lot cheaper than he was at the time, to not have a faulty one. So let's pray this one is not faulty as well. But yes, I am very excited to be doing this. I've got the bone carving method Ultraman, kind of like the C-type look of him, so had to get the A-type. And you know what? I'm a sucker too. If they came out with a B-type with some different effect pieces, like maybe the energy shield that one of the original C-type Ultraman came with, like the default SH Figuarts Ultraman, or like maybe how the Ultra Act figure of the imitation Ultraman came with like the water effect piece, to put out like fires and stuff like that. I would probably definitely be all over that. And then, of course, having the B type face. If that came out, I'd probably get that because, I'm a sucker for Monty-san. So I would definitely go for that. But right now we're taking a look at the A-Type. And now this is a reissue, so it's kind of the older SH Figuarts packaging. You get a look here of the live action A-Type Ultraman suit in the first 13 episodes of the original Ultraman series. Very cool. It's got this really weird dilapidated alien look to it. Which is really interesting how this suit came out that way, because if you've seen this suit before it got the color timer, it actually looked a little bit more refined. Not as refined as eventually the B type and the C type would look, but more refined. So it's interesting. So yeah, look at it here, the official stamps of approval that you can see on the packaging. Then we turn to the side, nothing really there. You look at the back here, it's got all the cool poses and stuff like that with descriptors, option parts, molding, Ultraman A-Type, caution stickers and all that. And then look down here, this is pretty cool little thing. And then you flip it, nothing really there except for just some cool little stripes. So yeah, and you can kind of see what you got going on in there. Like you can see a hand, and then you can see some of the Spacium beam, but not a whole lot else. So let's get this guy out of the packaging. Let's see what we got going on inside of the box of A-Type Ultraman. Alright, got the figure out of the box. One thing I didn't show off is this side of the packaging. Pretty cool little mock-up there of the figure you're going to be getting itself. That's cool. If you're like a box collector like I am, you'll probably have this on the shelf looking like this. It's a nice little spine to kind of show off. So yeah, I thought I'd show that off too. Taking a look at the figure inside the packaging here. So this is looking pretty cool. You're getting a better look at kind of all the different parts and accessories that it comes with. We've got this open type hand. We've got kind of like the closed, more gripping fighting hand. We've got kind of more like closed hands. And then we've got kind of like more of a forward like chopping hand. And then the Spacium Beam hand, which is very cool. It is quite an extended long Spacium Beam ray. And then we've got the red color timer. Me personally, I don't really ever use the red color timer because I like my Ultraman to look tough and strong and, in tip-top shape. But, it's cool for people that do want it, or like for, battle sequences in your collection on your shelf, or for photography. But yeah, and then getting a look here at the figure inside the packaging. It's got some of the rib plastic and stuff like that to protect the plastic. And then the hands that he has on him currently are just straight up balled up fisted hands, if you can see that there. Pretty cool. I'm excited to get this guy out and pose him, so let's get right to it. I'm not going to play around. Let's get to it. Alright guys, I got a little bit excited. I forgot one one important aspect of this is I want to show off the figure's articulation. I've got an SH Figuarts figure here. I want to show off the articulation. So, first thing we got here, Mani-san. You can lift his head up quite a bit. Point it down. The neck articulation's really good. Getting a lot of rotation there. Get them all around. Great abdomen articulation. Look at that. And then there's a cut down there in the waist. So you can also get some bend there and some bend back. And you see the fin is cut so that way it doesn't really hit this bottom fin, which is great. Look at that. Fantastic. Fantastic. And then we're looking at the shoulders here. We've got butterfly joints in there. And you can get it this high. You pretty down low. You move the shoulder around quite a bit. I mean, all kinds of stuff, you know. You can go all around. And then here's the elbow articulation. More than a 90 degree. Pretty great. It's on a ball hinge here, so, you know, you can get a lot of movement here. And then down here, you can go up this much with the leg, this much back with the leg, bending the leg like that. A lot more than 90 degrees. And then we've got toe crunch. I love a figure with a good toe crunch. That looks fantastic. The ankle, can't move a whole lot up and down, but, you know, it is what it is. And then probably about that much. I could probably get it more, but, you know, don't want to go too crazy with that. Well, all right, let's get this guy into some poses now. You know, let's check him out. So my closing thoughts on this figure, I am very glad to have him back in my collection. I'm enjoying this guy even more than the first time around. This is just a fantastic figure. SH Figuarts blew it out of the park. This is an awesome Awesome reissue. I'm so glad I could get my hands on it. It's a great figure. No problems with it this time around. Quality control's good. I'm not afraid to, bend him and get him all these crazy poses like I know he can do this time around. I'm a more experienced poser. Um, so yeah, I mean, this is awesome. This is great for anybody who's a really big fan of the first original Ultraman series and the really weird look, the more alien look of Ultraman during those first, I believe, 13 episodes. Where he's facing monsters like Jiras and Bemular and stuff, and it's just really, really cool. Really awesome figure. A lot of different hands, hand options, accessory options. You've got the red color timer and then the Spacian beam. Wish he would have come with more accessories, like the disc beam that he throws at the alien Baltan in the second episode and slices him in half. That would have been cool to have. I mean, I've got that with the bone carving method figure, but with this one, I think it's definitely appropriate to be included. Wish they would have included that personally, but honestly, other than that, that's really my only nitpick. This is a pretty great figure. Pricey, but definitely worth it. The paint on it is great. Packaging is good. Good to a decent amount of accessories, depending on who you ask. And it just looks fantastic. As much articulation as you could really want for Ultraman. And that's my review. Subscribe, comment, like this video, whatever you want to do. I'm going to be having some more reviews in the future coming up. I kind of slowed down, but yeah, I should be getting a little bit back to it. Just haven't been finding a whole lot of figures I really wanted to review, but I've had some kind of a storm of figures coming in recently that I've been like, yeah, I need to display this. I need to show this off. So, and I mean, this guy included. So yeah, like, subscribe, the whole thing. And I guess there's really only one thing left to say now that the review's over. And that is Devonius out. Swat. You just needed to be part of the review, huh? You just needed to be part of the review. What's up?